Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah, and today I am unboxing a wish list plant that I actually ordered from Amazon. So some of you may remember from my wish list of plants that I actually was on the hunt for a ZZ Raven, either that or a variegated ZZ plant. And actually on Amazon, I managed to find the ZZ Raven. So this is through Costa Farms. I mentioned them when I was talking about gifts for plant lovers, that Costa Farms actually has plants on Amazon, and sometimes actually some of the rarer ones. So I was so fortunate that I caught it at the right time and saw that the ZZ Raven was back in stock. So in spite of the chilly weather here in Colorado, I thought I'd take a risk and go ahead and order that ZZ Raven with the 2-day shipping. And I have it with me, and I'm going to open it up and see what this plant looks like. So without further ado, let's get into the plant. So the very first thing that I want to point out is how huge this box is. I was not expecting a huge box this size. Usually when I order plants, they come an awful lot smaller. I order a lot of cuttings online as well. And this box is just absolutely ginormous. So as usual, I've gone ahead and opened up the top with a pair of scissors, and let's just get right into opening this baby up. So the next thing that I'm noticing is how well packaged it is. There's a ton of bubble wrap here at the bottom. There's a big stick coming out of the top, so it's keeping everything right where it needs to be. It's not rolling around or getting moved in shipment. And let's go ahead and get into this. I'm noticing right here on the top a little bit of a dead leaf. That pretty much is my own fault for ordering in the cold, to be totally expected, but I'm seeing lots of big and beautiful and healthy leaves here. So let's take off some of the wrapping and get a further look at this plant. All right, so after the bubble wrap comes this layer of brown wrapping, which again is helping to protect everything. It's wrapped with another layer of tape here. So I have to say Costa Farms and Amazon has done a wonderful job of packaging up this plant so that it stays the way they ship it, or pretty close to the way they ship it, without getting dirt everywhere. I've been really impressed so far in getting into this particular plant. So it does come with a little care tag, everything that I would expect from a ZZ plant. Super easy. I'll have to take a look at this. And then part of the reason that I think these are so awesome too is they do come with their own cover pot and a nursery pot on the inside. I would take the nursery pot out, but there's a little bit of soil sitting here on top. I don't want to spill all over my carpet. But then there's plastic wrap here on top as well. So it's keeping 99% of that soil actually down in the pot itself. And actually I didn't find any in the box when I first jumped into it. So it's all kind of staying right in this area, which speaks to how well this thing has been packaged. Before I get into taking all the plastic off and setting this up in my house, I do want to speak a little bit to the quality of the plant. Again, you can see some of the leaves here are dying. That's just from the cold damage. And like I said, that is 100% my own fault. I know that it's really, really cold outside, but I figured a ZZ plant would be one of the hardier plants to go ahead and order. And with the 2-day shipping, I thought I would just take a risk. And like I said, it looks like most of these are actually in pretty good condition. I'll have to give it a couple of days and see if anything else dies off, but it looks like everything is pretty healthy. I'm not coming across any squishy bits. So I'm very, very pleased with how well it was packaged and the condition that it all arrived in. I went ahead and dusted off most of this soil here on the top. Again, have it shrink wrapped around the side, so I'll go ahead and remove some of that. And removing all of that, I see that it's packed nice and full with soil, and actually I see a little bit of new growth starting to happen here. So the plant that they sent me is actually in really, really great condition. I'm very pleased with the way the growth looks. Like I said, I'll keep an eye on it over the next couple of days, probably take this guy off right here, but everything else is looking really great in spite of being shipped through and to Colorado in the cold. You can even see down here some roots starting to come out the bottom. So they're sending me a really big quality plant for the price. I believe this was just under $40, which I think is a great price for any plant this size, but especially one that's maybe a little bit more on the rare plant sort of spectrum. I think that's such a neat thing that they are doing. Thank you guys so much for joining me for today's video. I'll make sure that I link to the Costa Farms and the ZZ Raven in the description box down below if you're interested in checking out their plant selection. I think I'm buying plants on Amazon, like who knew, right? It's such a great experience, better than even some of the nurseries that I've ordered from. So I would highly, highly recommend, if you're looking for a ZZ Raven, a wonderful way to get a hold of one. So I'll make sure to keep you guys updated over on Instagram about the cold damage if anything happens. So make sure that you're following me over there if you're curious to see after the next couple of days if anything happens or if anything actually perks back up again. Thank you guys again so much for joining me for today's video. If you're not already, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and make sure that you like this video. I'll see you guys all in my next video very soon. Bye.